Hello, everybody. Long time no see, Sonic would say. Today, me and my good pal Ralph here, we're going to read a fanfiction, and it's called Sonic the Hedgehog, Make America Great Again.
I'm already regretting my decision to read.
We got Ralph here. He may or may not read, but he's going to be here for backup commentary because I think his reactions will be quite plentiful. So let's get started. Let's get my narration voice on. Oh, fuck. Here we go. Long ago, we looked upon a foreboding sky. The 50-million-year conflict between the Americans and communists raged, destroying all life in its path. The forces of America lost the war and were annihilated in the apocalyptic bloodbath.
Catalytic. No, that's not it.
I feel like a fucking idiot. I can't read it.
Yeah, I can't
catalytic event that would later come to be known as Americadenon, or America the Dun. Americanon. The final war may have ended, but for some, the real battle has only just begun. In an age where the wicked forces of Marxism's reign, there is one righteous patriot still alive able to fight the American justice and freedom. His name is Sonic the Hedgehog. A man known...
I never knew he was such an American hero.
I'm pretty sure he's Japanese.
Yeah, I think so too.
A man known by his enemies only as the Communist Hunter. Armed to the teeth to avenge his fallen kinsman. Did he say fucking kinsman? Sonic sets out alone on his Harley Davidson. It says trademark. It's trademarked on the text.
Wait, respect. Like, I kind of like exactly Harley Davidson.
Well, the only difference is you're not Sonic the Hedgehog writing it.
Apparently.
Motorcycle to fight the cruel fate that his people have dealt. The Hedgehog will let nothing stop him, not even death itself, until he frees his enslaved country from the diabolical clutches of communism and restores the American verse to its former glory. This is the chronicles of this man's life, death, and the legacy he left behind. This is his story.
I'm really curious if there's like a multiverse about America.
There's something going on here. Like, I'm curious. You got Sonic the Hedgehog, and you got like communism and patriotism and Harley Davidson, because Harley Davidson and Sonic exist in the same.
Look at the next chapter. Something about Jack Daniels.
I don't know. The blinding neon lights of Neo Detroit's capital city flooded Sonic's senses as he approached on the back of his motorcycle. Defeating horrorcore rap spewed from the speakers of his righteous American's Harley, reflecting Sonic's intense love for the Insane Clown Posse.
Wait, he loves clowns?
He likes ice. You don't know what the Insane Clown... It's like a rap group of people. Like, it's like a rap group where they're like clowns, basically.
We're practically reviewing this at this point.
Sonic the Hedgehog was a man of the Lord.
So he's Catholic?
I don't know. Seeking to refuel after a long day of navigating through this communist-occupied, hyper-industrialized wasteland, Sonic stopped by a nearby bar and dismounted from his metallic steed. As he opened the door, the distinct aroma of dank beer and spilt blood assaulted his nose. Inside, Sonic was greeted by a crowd of drunken communist soldiers harassing the patrons of the bar for their own.
He's the only one left.
Did they? Did he say? Yeah, like.
There's one righteous patriot.
Yeah. There's one righteous patriot. Are these like patriots not righteous? Are they? Just,
I guess they just pussies. I don't know.
Oh my god. The sound of the gunshot echoed throughout the room and was almost immediately drowned.
Third-person view of somebody got fucking shot.
It was almost drowned out by their raucous laughter that followed. That will show those American bastards were fucking with us. Take this one outside and leave him with the rest. He's starting to smell like shit. He just died.
How the fuck does he already smell like a corpse? Like he just became a corpse.
The leader of the Marxist thugs lowered his shotgun. Waving for his men to remove the American corpse splayed out onto the floor he has just slain. Sonic's Specific colon churned with disgust at the sight. This brutish hedgehog muscled his way through the crowd and took a seat near the counter. He then turned to the mortified bartender, emptied all of the shekels from his wallet, and pushed them in his direction.
Did you just fucking rob him? Straight
No,
up.
I think he just gave him some money. I gotta do my Sonic voice.
Oh, God.
I'm probably gonna fuck this place up in a few minutes. So I guess I should buy something. Make yourself useful and get me a plate of chicken tendies, alright? Okay, this cannot be fucking serious.
Tendies?
Chicken tendies. The white meat kind. I don't want none of that other peasant shit. Sonic grumbled in a real voice.
It actually says tendies. I'm not even kidding. I wish
he's like this badass.
Right,
he's like this badass, like big bad fucking Sonic Extreme character.
Who the fuck that badass says chicken tendies?
I don't know.
They say it right, like chicken tenders. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That thing tattooed on your arm. It's an American flag, right? That's interesting because I thought those kinds of symbols were outlawed after the America Pop. What kind of fucking name is this? Under the penalty of death. You wouldn't happen to be some kind of filthy American, would you? The man asked, pointing his knurled fingers towards a tattoo of a bald eagle shining in the glorious holes of red, white, and blue upon Sonic's left bicep. The hedgehog ignored his...
Sonic has a fucking bicep?
I don't know. The hedgehog ignored his charged words. Instead, he turned his gaze towards the waitress of the bar. Hey, bitch. Where the...
Hey, bitch.
Hey, bitch. Where are those goddamn chicken tendies I ordered?
Where the hell?
He asked with a snarl, raising his guttural voice.
I can't believe he's still fucking saying chicken tendies and hey, bitch.
This has to be like a parody or something.
It is a parody, technically.
But I'm reading it because it's funny.
This is some shit, man.
Clearly, you must not have heard me the first time. The inbred, freedom-hating socialist placed his hand upon the hedgehog's shoulder and stared him right in the face. In the show of force, he removed his pocket knife and held it up against Sonic's throat as he spoke. This is I can't do a
Communism.
This is communist territory, you hear? So you will play nice and leave quietly, or me and my boys will have to teach you with some respect. I can't do a fucking accent because I can't pinpoint.
So I feel bad.
Sonic casually removed the joint from between his lips and blew a ring of smoke into the face of his assailant. Sorry, I was too blazed out of my mind to pay any attention to what you just said. Did you want something from me? He asked with a cool, composed smile.
Even Sonic would be like, get the fucking knife out of my fucking throat. Like,
he has a knife to his throat, and he's just sitting there like, you have a problem with me?
I wonder.
He opened... a fucking fly, god damn it.
Yeah.
Go.
Right.
Okay, where were we? Lost.
Something about, sorry, did you want, something from me? Yeah, schools and come up, you're right.
Yeah.
I got you.
The wicked cultural Marxist and his men snarled at the sight of Sonic's unbridled patriotism. Shunning the holy light of America like a slag shuns the poor, the communist grabbed Sonic by the back of the head and forced his face to the table. He snarled. I'm the one asking the questions right now, fuckface. We're Che Guevara's soldiers. We rule the city. Do you even realize the situation you're in right now, you begurious piece of shit? Sonic raised his chin and laughed, unfazed by his enemies. So let me get this straight. You're all communists, right? That's good to hear. Otherwise, I may have felt bad about doing this. Without a moment of hesitation,
they
Sonic
should have shot Sonic by like just right there. They should have shot his ass.
Sonic withdrew his linoleum knife and stabbed it right through the open palm of the aggressor into the table. He drug his knife across the counter, splitting the communist lieutenant's hand open right down the middle before placing the blade back in his pocket. You goddamn capitalist bucka!
Wait a minute, it wasn't that Japanese.
I don't know. What is this shit? You're going to pay for that with your life, you shitty bastard. The victim of this American divine fuck rage. He stumbled backwards and signaled for his comrades to step in with his injured hand. But before they could strike, Sonic reached into his trench coat, withdrew his dual machine guns. The preferred
dual machine guns? What the how long is your trench coat?
Who does he think he is, Shadow the Hedgehog? The preferred weapons of choice for any upright man of the cloth.
What?
He opened fire without mercy, filling these depraved socialists with bullets and propelling them across the bar. This self-righteous, God-fearing patriot then threw back the entire shot glass of the Jägermeister and chuckled. Psst, nothing personal, kid. Sonic tilted his head to the side, narrowly avoiding a bottle of beer hurled at him from the growing crowd of communist soldiers pulling in the streets of Neo-Detroit. I'm gonna let you all in on a little secret. Do you know why I enjoy killing commie bastards like you so much? The fearless hedgehog spoke as he took a step towards his challengers, clutching his hard-earned tendies tightly between his fists. Got my tenders. Sonic reached into the...
Make a fucking joke. That was just fucked up.
Oh no. Sonic reached into the guitar case he wore. When did he have a fucking guitar case?
Apparently he did.
He wore strapped on his back and removed an electric guitar of great power forged from the polished obsidian and the menstrual blood of feudal Achaemenids exploding in visceral fuck rage of patriotic indignation. That's a fucking mouthful. Sonic gratefully swung this mighty instrument of the American ignominy and sliced a great thong of his foes to ribbons. He chuckled. It's because killing communists really turns me on. It's time to rock and fuck out. Yeah!
The fuck?
Sonic rocked out to the black metal of the gods on his guitar. He charged ahead, viciously hacking apart every member of the Communist Party foolish enough to stand in his way. USA! USA! USA!
He's not saying this, guys, as a joke. This is literally what the fuck they are writing.
This is, like, I'm pretty sure this whole thing's, like, supposed to be, like, satire or something, like, parody. But it's, like, so over the top, dude. His wispy chest hair fluttered in the wind as his blood-soaked guitar came crashing down. What is this, fucking Dead Rising 2?
I know.
Shattering the skulls of the Marxist soldiers splayed out before him. Adam and Steve meet Smith and Weston.
Who?
Adam and Steve. It's usually like a joke referred to like there's like hardcore Christians that say it's supposed to be Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Okay.
And Adam and Steve meet Smith and Sonic laughed. He mounted atop his Harley and drove in the circles around the bar, opening fire with his machine guns, mowing down his fleeing opponents with ease. The righteous hedgehog violently thrashed his head to the beat, relishing the swath of genocidal violence of fever most patriotic.
Why is this patriotic? Like, this is like telling you, yeah, America will fucking kill you before you even get the fucking chance. We might go down, but there's gonna be that one hedgehog carrying a fucking guitar.
And 2 submachine guns in his coat.
Trench coat.
In his trench coat. Just as Sonic's sanity...
And a Harley.
Furious pelvic thrusting seized and all of his enemies has fallen. A new contingent of heavily armed socialist forces surrounded the building. These wicked Philistines raised their weapons and trained them towards the hedgehog's forehead, stopping him before he could charge back into the bloodbath. Sonic's passed cartilage upon the floor to convey his disgust as he gazed upon the twisted, misshapen face of the Marxist nobleman, leading this wretched task force. The name of this immortal chieftain was Che Guevara, the man known for his excessive cruelty on the battlefield and one of the 10 communist underlords fighting to fill power vacuum left behind after all the death of the Dark Wizard, Karl Marx.
Oh, god damn it, Carl.
If you don't know who Karl Marx is, I'm concerned, Ralph.
I was actually making, if anybody knows this, like the Cell Versus series.
Oh, that shit, like...
Yeah. God damn it, Carl.
Plot twist, Karl is the founder of communism.
I'm Carl.
The unearthly communist lord slung his signature weapon, a rusted saw-bladed... Okay, this is really Dead Rising 2 territory.
I know.
Attached to a chain that was stained red with blood of Americans, and leapt in pursuit of his prey without any time to dodge. Sonic decided to use one of the brutalized commie soldiers at his feet as a shield. The blade instantly severed the corpse in two, slicing a deep gash across Sonic's stomach in the process.
Oh, Sonic's already dead.
He's not dead, he's just injured, I guess.
Good point.
Before the gentlemanly patriotic warlord had any opportunity to dodge, Che unleashed a furious barrage of punches and kicks upon him. Sonic rolled... Okay, I guess it's Dragon Ball Z now. Sonic rolled across the ground in a puddle of his own blood and other unspeakable bodily fluids. Badly beaten and...
He pissed himself.
Or the other corpses pissed themselves. Or vomited or whatever. Barely able to stand. El Che threw back his head of the golf fold at the pitiful sight before him. The hater of all things, an American, cracked a smug grin. So this is where the legendary communist hunter, the butcher of 1,000 Marxist loins, the only man worthy enough to wield a wholly electric guitar forged by George Washington millennia ago.
Okay.
George Washington made the electric guitar, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, did he actually?
No, Ralph.
I'm kidding. I'm being a smart ass.
How pathetic. You shall burn in the flames of capitalism just like the biker brethren before you. Prostrate yourself before the heavenly might of communism, or die now and curse in vain. Before the communist warlord could claim Sonic's blameless life, he was interrupted by the sound of an explosion coming from a distance. A hulking figure of star-bangled fuckurosity swaggered out from the inferno of the blast, standing still and unflinching as a downpour of communist ichor and afterbirth rained down upon him from above. His finely toned skin and flaxen hair shone bright in the light of the earth with an otherworldly beauty, and in that instant he wiped his velvet fedora. His niggardly foes smiled. Blood began to erupt from his mouth, and he laughed. He laughed forever. The star-spangled aurora...
You said that word.
That's not a bad word. That's not the actual word. It's a different word.
Go.
His bare chest and abs sent the communist host into a frenzy of terror, detonating that in this mysterious warrior was no mere child of mortal men. He beamed wide, revealing the golden grill and blazoned upon his teeth that had the phrase, "Can't stump the Trump," chiseled into the surface.
Guys,
you are late, Dixley.
Of me saying, "Oh fuck," I read this shit ahead, and all I read was "Can't stump the Trump," and I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like, if you ever hear me say that in the background, something's about to come off.
You're late, Dick Sleeve.
These insults are getting worse.
You know, I could have slayed the fuck out of these guys without your help, Trump. Sonic grossed up his aloof partner, unwilling to admit that he had just saved him from certain doom. Donald J. Trump tossed his designer scarf over his shoulder and shrugged. I'm glad to see that you're still with the same whack-ass motherfucker as ever, Sonic-kun. Well, how about we show these goddamn commies how Americans rolls? Sonic's comrades removed the latex glove from his pimp hand and set an entire arm ablaze with his mind, demonstrating his latent pyrokinetic skills. Trump burned all of the communist soldiers in the vicinity alive with the flick of his fingers, roasting them to a crisp at a temperature of 1,488 degrees.
Holy shit.
Sonic rose to his feet and flickered the blood away from his chin. Don't think I'm about to let you keep all this genocide to yourself, Trump. I came here to kill communists and eat shit, and I'm all out of shit.
He was getting the shit beat out of him.
He was. So. Overcome with a righteous indignation, Sonic hurled himself upon Che Guevara and sliced his throat open with a stroke of his guitar. El Che quivered with true primal fear as he came to face with his own mortality in the form of the Avenger of American Justice. Are you an angel or a demon? He asked, far too paralyzed with fear to do it. But didn't he just get his fucking throat, like...
Yeah, I guess not.
What? He asked, far too paralyzed with fear to do anything else but speak. N-word. Doesn't even matter at this point. If you have to know and shit, I guess you could say I'm both. Sonic tore his belt asunder, freeing his raging demon erection from its prison of demons.
Sonic's a demon now?
His pants dropped to his ankles, revealed his throbbing side. Oh my god. member
Yeah,
that
this
doubled
gun.
as a shotgun, a killing machine of flaming fuck death that he christened the Judgment Dick. The hedgehog cocked his cock, released his salvo of cleansing hellfire from his artificial genital. Wait, so he just had genitals attached to him? I mean, Sonic doesn't seem to have like a dick. He doesn't wear pants, so I guess like
Jerry, you're reading way too into this.
utterly annihilating the Marxist lord and bringing it to an end to his reign of terror. The streets are still, and the final battle has ended. Over the streets, the white man's emblem is waving triumphant standards of a race reborn. The wrath of communist hunter has struck again. Sonic and Trump watched from a safe distance as their flames of destruction spread. The bar collapsed in on itself, leaving behind only a monument to cruel judgment of the communist hunter and a message warning to his enemies. Sonic seemed unconcerned, spending his time by scribbling swastikas on his... Okay, I guess he's a neo-Nazi now.
I guess.
And shoving another fistful of chicken tendies down his throat.
What the fuck is this
Same time next week, right?
Fuck. It's getting me to say fucking chicken tendies. If I start saying chicken tendies because of this...
You bring the communists, I'll bring the genocide. Donald Trump chuckled as he rose to his feet to stare up at the smoke-filled sky. Sonic beat his fist against Trump's own as he walked off in the direction of the rising sun. Is this Trump saying it? I'm just going to say it in Trump's voice. Hell yeah, motherfucker. Lost in thought, Sonic took his guitar out of its case and began to pour his feelings into song. Abe Lincoln, Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, Guy Fieri, Harambe. This is fucking horrible. I'm fighting this war in your memory. This is what you'd want me to do, right? I'm going to give... Okay, I'm just going to read it. I'm going to give you righteous justice you deserve since no one else can. I'll be the one to judge communism for its crimes. I'm going to keep fighting as the communist hunter until every last one of those red bastards drop dead, even if it kills me. I'm going to make America great again. And that's the first chapter
1
of this
50 out of 57.
57.
Someone literally had a lot of fun with this.
I think this is like just like some like parody or something, like somebody
100% honest, this isn't even the worst thing I've ever heard.
This is funny. This was funny.
This was fun, honestly. Like,
yeah, this was something else.
The continuity in it is pretty wonky though.
Oh my god, that was ridiculous. That the fan fiction, if you're really interested, it's called Sonic the Hedgehog Make America Great Again by
America vs. Warlord
or some shit. I don't know, dude. You make some hardcore patriotic, slightly racist
slightly
pretty racist don't attack this guy. Don't attack anyone.
This was actually really
This was
uploaded in 2016.
This was updated on my birthday. My 16th birthday.
Okay.
That makes me feel special.
But anyway.
If you guys enjoyed, subscribe, like, comment, and check out Ralph's channel. He's a small gaming channel. He does stuff. He's a good friend of mine and overall down-to-earth guy. Ralph, I appreciate you coming on to this video.
Yeah, no problem,
This is going to be a bitch to edit. But
I know.
and this is probably going to take a while to even save his audio. So let's stop talking, and until next time,
peace.
Sayonara.
Goodbye.
I'm going to go get a fucking drink, because that was a fucking mouthful of fan fiction. God fucking damn.